Hi guys.
Ciao.
Here we are again then.
Oh, 3 of us?
Yeah.
Say hello.
Hiya.
Ciao, ciao.
So today's been a very good day from my perspective.
Yeah.
Yours too, Ro? Good day?
Yeah, good day. Just doing normal stuff that on the boat take 50 times longer. But
Yeah, the normal household things, it's something that would take an hour at home, takes 4 hours on the boat. But hey, that's fine. Very good day for me today. The work went well. You'll be pleased to know I got the propeller off today. And it took quite a while. I didn't get that done until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so it took quite a few hours. But rather than bore you by talking about and explaining how I did it, I'll just show you with some little video clips now. Okay, that's on there nice and square now. I'll start applying some force hydraulically. I'm going to put some safety specs on because I'd rather be a fully sighted wuss than a partially blind hero. I'll show you what's happening here. You can see that there is an internal part of the prop which is attached to the hub. There's quite a wide flange there at the back. If I can just get that to focus correctly. There we are. And you can see that's started to break down. Then you've got quite a lot of rubber between the hub and the propeller. And this has got quite a lot of give. So I've got the puller at its maximum range of pull now. And I don't have the range to be able to get this off. So I'm going to add this to the puller, and that should hopefully give me a little bit more travel. As I wind this off, I'm expecting the rubber to take up the slack. Yes, it is. It's just moving back to where it came from due to the play in the rubber. Right, I'm not really getting anywhere with this. What's happening is the puller is pulling on the external part of the prop, not the internal part. I need to get right in next to the prop shaft to get the required force on there to break that off. So I'm just wasting time, and I don't have time to waste. So I'm about to get out the angle grinder. I'm just going to cut off the external part of the prop, and that will hopefully give me better access to this rear flange section. I can also cut off the anode and get some more access around to the back there. That'll hopefully give me a nice area there to get the puller on, and then fingers crossed that will come off. Well, I do have an angle grinder on board, but I don't have cutting discs for it. I've only got grinding discs. So if I need to, I can use them, but it'll create a lot of heat, so I prefer not to. What I'm going to try and do first is use a multi-cutter. This should be a nice clean cut. I've no idea how this is going to go, so wish me luck. I would use earplugs, but Emma is asleep and I don't want to wake her up by digging around trying to find them, so I'm just going to make some from toilet roll. Well, that was easy. Not even 5 minutes, and I've cut a nice precise cut across the prop, and just at the last piece there, as I cut through the last part of the aluminium of the outer part of the prop, it opened itself up. That's obviously because there's an interference fit between the outer part of the propeller and the inner part. That's constantly under pressure, so just releasing that and it's gone ding. So now we've got a nice cut on this side. I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side, and then we can work on the hub area. Okay, I think that'll be enough cutting, and I believe that I've done enough there for that to act as a stress raiser, and I should just be able to knock this off, and hopefully the two parts will separate. surprised at just how good these are actually. It's just an oscillating blade, so it's relatively safe. Much safer than an angle grinder, and you can be quite precise with it, and they're very cheap. This was, if I remember correctly, £25, something like that. So well worth the money. Well, I've cut the rubber off, and the problem that I've got now with the puller is it doesn't really have a square edge here to work on. It's just kind of able to slip off. So before I go the nuclear option and cut off this entire hub using the multi-cutter, which I think I can do, I can just cut some lines maybe every 30 degrees or so around, and then I don't have to cut all the way down. I can go quite close and then hammer the sections off, and I think that would work. But before I get to that stage, I'm going to just try cutting a square profile at the back of this hub so that I can get the puller on properly. Lunchtime, and today for the first time we are managing to eat outside, aren't we, Emma? Emma, we're outside, aren't we? Yes, we are. You and your little chair. So here we are, south of England. Doesn't always rain in England. Sometimes it's sunny and quite warm. Bon appetito.
Bon appetito.
Right then, I've removed all that rubber, or the vast majority of it. And now I can get some heat on this with the blowtorch. I'm going to heat up the hub, that will expand, and I don't have any left, but if I did have some left, this is just a normal air duster, and this is really useful. If you turn the can upside down and press the button, it squirts out liquid, and that liquid is extremely cold. You can get things very, very, very cold with this technique. So if I had more, I would also do that. I would put the cold onto this stainless steel prop shaft. That would shrink it, and I'd heat up the other shaft. That combination would break it anyway. So I'm going to put some heat on this, expand it, and then I'll try and get the puller on. Now that it's got a square area to work on, hopefully I'll get some decent pressure on there. We shall see. This is going to smoke because there's a little bit of residual rubber, but there we are. I'll try not to breathe it in. She's a-coming. Fantastic. There we are, success and satisfaction and relief all at once. Excellent, no damage at all to any of the components that I'm keeping, so very happy. I was really happy with how that propeller work went in the end. Relieved actually, because if I'd have damaged the prop shaft, then that would have been a bit of a nightmare. It wouldn't have been easy to get a replacement, it would have been expensive, and it would have taken time. So I'm very glad that that isn't an issue.
Me too.
Yeah, absolutely. So the highlight of my day, really, well, there were two highlights of my day, three if you include the propeller. The prop was one highlight, but my real highlight of the day was our lunch together. The three of us went and sat in the cockpit today,
Oh, yeah.
and we had lunch in the sunshine, and Emma was sitting there in a little chair with her sunglasses on. We'll show you this as well, eating melon and just sitting there being cute, and it was just lovely to spend 20 minutes together doing the same activity for a change, rather than all be doing different things at different times. So that was one of the highlights of my day. Another one was seeing Rossella and Emma go off for a walk. That's the first time that you've done that, isn't it, since you've been here?
Yes.
So it was nice for them to go and get some fresh air, and I think it did both of them some good too. From 2 o'clock onwards I was working on the sail drive, and tomorrow I'm in a good place to start to remove the sail drive from the engine and move the engine forward, so that's my job for tomorrow. Tonight is hopefully going to be an earlier night. Last night I didn't get to bed till 2:30 in the morning, and
oh, she's tired as well.
yeah, and we were up at 7, and Rossella and Emma, as always, have been up through the night too, so we're all very tired, but there we are. So tonight I'm going to try and get this edited quickly and uploaded quickly, and so that we can get a little bit more sleep. Thank you very much for all the comments that we've received on the last couple of videos. We really appreciate them. We don't have time to answer them. I'd love to. There are lots of really nice things that we will eventually get around to replying to, but we just can't do that now, we don't have time. However, there's a couple of things. Lots of people have asked about the chain, where we bought the chain from, so I will go back to the previous video and I'll put a link in the description to the place where we bought the chain. Yeah, I think that's it for now, but we will eventually get round to answering your comments, but that's going to be a long way down the line, I'm afraid. But thank you very much, because you kind of spur us on, and we love to hear from you. We love the encouragement that we get, and you know, it's good to see that people are enjoying these daily videos. So that's it. We will see you tomorrow for another video.
Yes.
Won't we? Well, we're going to see everybody tomorrow, aren't we? Okay, bye guys.
Bye bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.